42.
41.
No,
Oh, 42.
the Battle of Morong
Yeah,
was in
yeah.
42, January the 16th.
Oh,
And the disposition of the troops, I can only, I was too busy to ask the Japanese what their organization was at the time. I learned later on, but I can't remember that. We had one troop EF. E and F had been combined because we lost half of the troops of the regiment at that time. And Captain Wheeler, who was at that time, commander of EF troop, or E troop, but was combined together, and all of his American officers had been lost. So it happened that I had been on reconnaissance in the area beyond Morong, and at that point in time, my troop, which was Troop G, and Captain Fowler were being withdrawn back to the Bagak area where the regimental headquarters was at the time. So General Wainwright was standing nearby, and he saw me. And the only reason he would recognize young first lieutenant fire at the polo game the day before. So he turned and he said, "Ramsey, isn't it?" I just said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You take the advance guard going into the area towards Morong." That troop, Captain Wheeler put that first platoon under me, and then the following platoon was under later Lieutenant Colonel Eliseo Magliari. He was one of the first Filipino officers that had received commissions in the reserve, and because all of the other officers were decimated, he was leading the second platoon right behind me, and along with Captain Wheeler, and then the third platoon was following behind that. As we neared the Morong, we were on a dirt road going along toward the Bataan River, and at the point where you come to a bridge over the river, I disposed my troops to the left in column of squads, and when I got near to the river, my advanced, the point was fired on, and I immediately went into what they call foragers. That's foragers. And that is a mounted position where you line all of the troops that you were disposing at that time in a line, mounted, in the horse cavalry. And I went into a charge, and then charged into the village of Morong, and we wiped out the Japanese who were there, and that forced the ones that were still crossing the river, going into the village. What we hit was the advance guard of probably a regiment of Japanese who were coming across the Bataan River. So what I hit was the advance guard there, forcing the rest of them to withdraw back, or were disposed and lost in the area down near, on the way to nearby to the China Sea. This was on the China Sea side, as Morong is.